Alright, y'all, what's good with y'all? My name is DJ, out here from the DMV, you know what I'm saying? Your favorite film photographer? I don't know, it might be. But anyways, y'all can follow me at at __ I am DJ. So it kind of happened on something like real random, you know what I'm saying? Like I just decided to get into film photography during the pandemic. I always loved the way film looks, you know what I'm saying? It was a point in time where most of my digital photos, even on Instagram, looked like film, but it wasn't quite there. Then when I realized you can actually get the camera to make it look like that, that's when the game changed for me. I ended up shooting a couple of my friends a lot, to the point where it was just one of those things that I decided to love. I would send my film out almost every week during the pandemic. Yeah, it's crazy, and then I ended up falling in love with it. I've always been a creative, from graphic design to drawing and stuff like that. So, just picking up the camera was just another medium for me. I've been shooting for almost 2 years, believe it or not. I started during the pandemic. I was doing graphic design and drawing before. Once I picked up the camera, at that point, there was no going back.
Okay.
And I had the opportunity to do it before, but I was too focused on drawing, so I ended up sticking with that before I got into photography.
Okay. Wow. So you still do graphic design?
Oh yeah. Somewhat, yeah. Yeah. So I say I like film more. Only because it's like you don't get that look with digital. You can get that look, but even trying to replicate it, it's not gonna feel the same, you know what I'm saying? And just with the film, like as far as my favorite camera to use, I like my point and shoot because I take that everywhere. I could just shoot the moment quick. As far as with the Mamiya, I gotta be more smarter as far as how I shoot because you only get a few shots, and then at that, it's a really technical device to use when you're shooting. So I think it's like, I like the easy access with the point and shoot. Right now I use my 35 Olympus stylus, and then I also use my Mamiya RB67 for medium format shots, and my iPhone camera, the 90.
The 90? Okay. So what about the 90 do you like about it?
Only because it's a close-up shot. It kind of gives me the same feeling that I get on my point and shoot, but it's just more quality at that point, you know what I'm saying? So I think I like that a lot because of that, and it's just easier lens to shoot with, in my opinion.
Okay.
So before I got into the Mamiya, which was like the beginning of this year, I did a lot of winging it. I'm not gonna lie, it was a lot of winging it because I think I had the point and shoot. It wasn't too much to understand with that. But once I got to the Mamiya, I had to learn a lot of different things. But most of my friends who are also photographers have guided me through those issues or even helped me out on shoots just to kind of give me an understanding on how to use these things. But as far as lighting, shutter speed, and how all of that plays a huge part in the shoot instead of just the initial camera, So shout out to them. Even YouTube as well. Like I'll probably go up there and do something research for myself. Not too often, but it just depends on what it is. So yeah. 400.
400? Why you like 400?
I don't know. I've always been an addict to like the Portrait 400. Like it's been my thing. I will say as of late I've been kind of veering off from it, trying other film stocks. Cinestill is one of my favorite ones right now. 500.
Okay.
So it varies, but that's my go-to because I feel like it's a nice balance of everything. Lightroom. That's it? Photoshop sometimes depending on the premise of what the shoot is. Just because, it just really depends. But Lightroom, that saves and makes the photos for me. I'd say I'm into street, but I do enjoy portrait as well. I feel like it's a very diverse thing with me right now. I still haven't found my specific niche just yet. And then I'm trying to get more so into a lot more conceptual work, so I can start kind of like expanding from those. But for the most part, it's street. Like I said, I usually like my camera everywhere I go. Just have that with me, and I just kind of capture whoever I meet within that. Very diverse, I will say. Like it's really colorful. It represents a lot of like black culture, I think, and everything that goes on in the DMV as well. And it's new, I would say. Like I think some of the stuff I've come up with, or the stuff I've done with other people as well, they're all refreshing things. So yeah, I think it's bold, new, refreshing, black. It's quite a few. You know, Golden Parks, obviously. Y'all see the T, you know what I'm saying? Who else? I got a couple of people that I know now, even like Andre Uncut. He does a lot of great stuff for the culture that represents everything us for the black man. There's a couple people, like I have a whole list on my phone actually. Brian Cross as well. Brian Cross is definitely another dope photographer. Who else? We got John, Danny Clinch. I'm more so into the hip hop photographer just because music is a huge part of what I like. Yeah, that's pretty much it right there. I like to capture the moment and just kind of like have people feel it as well, you know what I'm saying, depending on what I'm shooting. Like it could be the exact moment if I'm talking to you right now, just kind of capturing what was going on in the environment, or even down to my conceptual shoots that I've done with other people, or even the ones I've done for myself. I just kind of want people to kind of have that feeling that I get when you see the picture. Like if they look happy, you're gonna feel it. Like if it looks hot as hell, you're gonna feel that, you know what I'm saying? Just evoke some kind of emotion within what you see. Shooting my favorite rappers for one. Any type of conceptual shoot that be, either it be from me or somebody else, you know, just having to work to do that. Having something featured on a cover of a magazine like Vader, you know, that would be a dope ass look. I love Vader, it's very iconic. Or even a Source or XL, just because that's my hip hop roots. Or Bob too. You can't leave out Bob. Shout out to Bob. But yeah, I think it's more so a lot of those, or just even having my own gallery just with any of the photos that I take, just so people can actually see those. I say life in general. Like I said, the people I'm around keep me motivated, like my other photographer friends. You know who you are. Shout out to Zom, shout out to Larry, Eric, Emmanuel, Lex. It's a lot of other people, Bryce as well. But I say, like I said, my peers, my other photographer peers, I could go down the whole fucking list right now, but it'd be quite too many to name.
Right, there's a lot.
There's way
a
too
lot
many.
of great photographers.
Friends, practice first. If you're really serious about this, definitely keep practicing. Don't ever give up on yourself, obviously. You should never give up on yourself. And also, try to be as original as possible. And come up with as many new ideas to make your work stand out. Well, maybe it's not quite an accomplishment, but I will say being able to grow as a photographer in general this year has been probably one of the biggest things for myself that I can say I've done, with the help of my friends, like my really close friends, and also seeing how we all started together, and just knowing that I'm getting to the point where I'm almost comfortable with where I'm at right now, but you know, I'm going in the right direction. Alright y'all, it's your boy DJ, y'all know what it is. I'm out here rocking with MMfilmstore, you know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all come and get your film goods from that site. Follow them on the ground, and y'all already know, y'all gonna get what y'all want, you know what I'm saying? Golden Park shirt too. Don't forget about that, it's real important, that's why we're here today. That's why we're here today.